coming at you. Is this working?
I believe so. It sounds like it's coming through the mic
Does it
now.
sound good?
Oh, yeah. Silky smooth.
Yeah, no peaks.
No peaks, no valleys.
Pops.
I have a little bit of hummus and carrots.
Egg. Yeah.
Now, did you know that carrots? Sorry. Do you know that carrots were purple?
Wait,
Yeah.
originally?
I've seen that brand.
Originally, the OG carrots were purple, and then some sort of hippies with their horticulture or whatever, it made them orange.
I wonder if it seems like purple would be pretty interesting. I wonder what the deal was.
They still exist, Tim.
Oh, I bet they do. I mean,
I just had some. I just had a purple carrot. I couldn't really tell the difference, but of course, the hummus. This was another.
intro interruptus.
Okay.
That's the intro. That's it.
First time
That's
that Brian's
the
ever
whole
went,
intro.
"You got it."
No one
Whoa,
cares.
whoa,
We all know
whoa.
what it is. No one cares. There it is. All right, fellas. Well,
Really tightening this show up.
I really liked how last week you titled it the sober one, and all you did was you edited me out drinking. Or you edited my drinking out. Have you noticed that it's getting worse?
Maybe you've got numb lips.
I think it's the fat. That there's so much fat on my chin now that it's like they can't possibly. Oh, there goes a little bit of carrot.
At 7:20, nobody's seeing the carrot.
Oh man. Well, hey, how did Coke Light? How did your voice over the book, the book read?
Well,
You know what I mean?
we finished it.
You know, you're in the industry. You know the book reading.
Yeah, the
we-
old audio
we-
recording.
The old audio recording. Yeah, we did six power sessions through. So probably what, 18 hours plus of recording? We'll whittle it down probably 7 to 8 hours
Yeah,
at the end.
it was
That's a big bill.
1,073 minutes. What's that?
It was the best of times. Yeah, it's really hard to speak, to read, even
Tell
if
me
you've
about
written words, to read
You're right.
them back.
It was 18
somehow.
hours.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought.
18 billable hours.
But we
Yeah.
finished the day early, so that was good. That gave us a free day, essentially.
Yeah,
Or
that
half
was
day.
nice. I
Yeah,
didn't
that-
do.
Are you still
squat.
set up, or did you break it down?
So everything's set up. I just took the mic away. I could put
Okay,
it right back.
So I meant to text you this week, but as you know, I don't ever do anything that I say I want to do. Why don't now you already know what I'm going to say? Why don't I go in there and try to finish
Oh
this
yeah.
craptastic voyage of the new voiceover reel, and this time have it not be like, "Well, Depot, come on, I got your tools." It was basically I basically did 18 minutes of "Hey, you guys" for different brands for your Ford trucks. Come on down to the trucksale.com.
Well, last time you had just come from the dentist, right? They had numbed both the top and the bottom, and then you're like, "I got to
Oh,
do this
no.
voiceover."
Yeah, you definitely don't do it.
I am committed as the pools of saliva drip down upon my Van Heusen shirt purchased from an outlet store in the valley.
yeah. Camarillo.
Pools, little bluebirds came and they dipped their beak in. It was, and then there was an old African American gentleman with bald, big white hair, and he started going down the street singing. He
Oh,
was like, "Zip this,
Yeah.
do that." I don't really know. And then all of a sudden, White Gill came in, and he just disappeared. And he was never seen on a VHS copy again. Hey, did you hear that in the one where the mouse one? They had a bunch of mice. They did stuff that was Disney. I don't know. It was mice.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Coming to America, but not
What?
no.
Wait,
No, but the mouse one.
Are you thinking of Rats of Nim?
No. No, not Ratatouille, but it was like the 60s or 70s. Or 80s.
Ratatouille, Rats of Nim from the 80s.
The secret of
Secret of Nim.
or the
Is
rats
there a
and-
bunch of mice and shit?
Yeah, it's Bible, and they sing about the streets and no cats.
Oh, okay, that might have been
that's something different.
But they put in little nudie pictures. The whoever is at Disney if
Oh,
you
yeah.
frame it, when they were falling down the buildings, they would cut and they put like pictures of naked women in the building.
Oh, like through the window or something?
So again, some guy in San Fernando Valley's 2 bongs deep, and he's like, I put in some boobs, man. It's awesome, man.
Little Easter eggs. I mean, you're barely gonna catch it. Although I have seen some of the Disney ones. The penis tower on the original Little Mermaid box is definitely noticeable.
Yes, that's good.
And the boner, when the priest has a little pop of boner, when Ursula's getting on top of the ship.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of it. Nothing wrong with an older man having a semi-erected member.
Now, Robin Williams, I think that was just like some B-roll they just forgot to cut.
What's that?
Like, in Aladdin, there's like a pan up to Jazz's window, and he says like, "All good
and he
girls."
was just choking himself out.
Something like that.
I can't take it anymore. I think you're actually reading the autopsy report. That's not a Disney.
Hello.
He has such sad eyes. You look at any picture of him in the last 90 days, sad eyes.
Yeah.
I was so bummed. I didn't get to meet him. He went to I.O. Everybody was posting pictures. And he had those
when you start
sad
going
eyes.
to I.O., you know it's over.
It was. And then he killed himself, and they were like, well, I guess comedy's over, and then they shut down. I lost so much money on the Queen's death. I can't tell you. We had a pool of my friends at work.
Uh-huh.
down at the Glovery, when we take breaks of making fine leather goods for the hands.
Well, didn't the Prime Minister quit like 3 days before she died?
I'm not that up on it.
I don't. Probably right, and do you think Chuck was like, yeah, look what you made me do, Mom. Look what you made me do. I can't take it anymore. You know, I'm an old man myself. How long must I wait?
Yeah.
It is weird that there's a king.
The picture of him, it just says like 70-year-old man gets a job finally or something.
finally an old white man. Right, just like the trailer. Finally. The story of an old white man making it. Yeah, I guess that is weird. So the Queen is dead. Long live. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why. The only note I get from the director is reset. Just get out the lines one time, just one time, and whatever that is, we're gonna take it and we're gonna give it to Tim Hall
and then cut you out of the film. Yeah.
You know what? I had another tangent of a story of a gentleman. I auditioned for a movie. I went down, and then all of a sudden he was offering a certain amount. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It was Long Beach. So it was, I don't know how much money it was for a day's filming, right? And then it turned out to be, he wanted like 2 weeks of rehearsal plus several days. And then I said to the guy, I was like, hey, I don't mean to be this guy, but the math comes down to about 30 cents an hour.
Which is not great.
Spread over like 3 weeks of like, it's not, just so you know, it seems a little low. And this guy had bank, right? So then I single-handedly changed it where everyone then got paid. And then, because then I think he realized that people aren't going to commit. Like you got to be hungry to do that job. You're working for free, right?
Yeah.
But if you're anybody who's been around for 15 minutes, you're going to be like, I should be, I deserve to get at least $12. Don't flip me off. But the point is, so it went from $0, and then he's paying everyone. So then I did the math. I was like, I just cost this guy a lot of money. If other people were just like, I don't think I want to do it, just pay us like minimum wage or whatever.
But I bet everything was cooler on set.
I don't think it was.
Oh, really? You don't think that
all I
brought
know
everybody together?
Is I think maybe, I don't know what happened, but when I went to the premiere, which is a baller move if you truly thought I was a piece of shit, I went to the premiere and I saw like 1/4 of my one shoulder in the entire movie. And I had filmed days and lines, and I think I became, maybe his not favorite. And
it's all this guy's fault.
But I seriously watched the movie and I was like, I'm So somewhere out there is a movie. I won't say the name, but you can see about that much in one shot, and then me like, and then one of the I swear one of the shots was like this of me talking. Yeah, I gotta go down and down. I down. Take the gun. Leave the weed whacker. Whatever.
So they just got a quarter of your eye.
He moved me. He didn't want me. Like no Google algorithm could scientifically or mathematically possibly identify me in this movie, right? But I spent, and then you go back to like the rehearsals, the days, the time, and whatever.
I would love to see you in something sci-fi. I feel like that's what
I've been in something sci-fi. In fact, if you watch The Source, directed by Vincenzo Cubarabazazaza, which isn't how you say it, but I don't actually know how to say it. But he's awesome. Check him out, Vincenzo. And I played two. There's 1 and 2. We were aliens, kind of like a Men in Black thing. So I did a couple episodes of that. There's a lot of flashlight work. There's a lot of this, a lot of that. And did some comedy bits. We filmed in a sex store in West Hollywood. It was like a leather store.
Oh, I know that place.
And then, yeah. I actually shot you 8x10. It was black and white. Yeah. You had long dreads, and it was like, thanks for everything. Yeah. Clifton Beach the Third. Like it was, of course, yeah. But they had all sort of sex masks, so I worked in I was doing the old Yul Brynner or the old, what's his name, James Dean, when he didn't have lines in the movie. You'd always be doing something to distract.
Oh, yeah.
So I started, not purposefully, but I started putting the masks on in the background. And hey, Vin, check it out, The Source. I'm sure it's available somewhere.
Yeah.
I also was having a conversation. I'm actually, as they say, dick deep in various unnecessary marketing and promotions, unnecessary waste of money and dreams. And what's the point of this? The point of it is I spend. As I said just this morning, I was like, I need to put a new reel, but I won't be able to find 90% of the projects I did, right? So the biggest one I did was I had 2-person scenes with a 3-time Japanese Academy Award winning, twice Best Actress, 1 Best Supporting, right? So that fantastic, great. I can't find it anywhere. I have found the trailer, but it's also Japanese a little bit. So I'd like to find Japanese. That. Okay. Right? There's my humble brag of my 1 gig with a real actor. Not that other people I performed with at various Hooters bars for comedy aren't the same. But just various projects that are out there that I have no idea. And then maybe I can cut my shoulder out of this one. But I need to put together a reel but I don't even know where to find it.
So part of the free or low paid or whatever work that you do, they don't
did right? Every hooker starts giving hand jobs under a bridge in Eliza Park.
That's true.
All right?
Write that down, Tim.
Right? Yeah. But eventually, you move in towards the taller buildings. Taller buildings, more money. Taller buildings, more money. Better dressed, right? Better dressed, more money. Prostitution, your small business. You sold it, and you still have it. It goes on, it goes on. In fact, go to cliffbeachmusic.com. And you know what? If you're a prostitute and you're trying to do a side hustle, I want you to go to Cliff Beach Music and also buy the book off Amazon. Side Hustle and Flow, there it is by Cliff Beach, available now. I've heard good things. But anyway, so, what I'm saying is you move in. What was the point of this?
They don't send you the shit? Like, it's not part of that process of like, hey, here's the shit.
It's not. Career. In fact, the bigger it is, the less they're going to give it to you, right? Like, if you're filming with a bunch of guys, a couple of cameras that you're bullshitting with, once it's released, you'll get the footage. Like I gave out, whoever wants, not that I would, whatever. It's too late now. But anybody who contacted me, that was like, could you cut out my section? I was like, whatever, take it. It's too late. It's over. Yeah. It's a failure. It's cost me. Look what you made him do.
They're all doing it.
And Scotland too. Those Irish guys were like,
Call me.
Sorry, Lizzie.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but any real production in which it's someone else's money, it's very hard to get. You know,
Yeah.
and commercials, like, you just don't get it. It's just the nature of the beast is you have to rip them. You have to then somehow find. Like, I have a series of commercials. Like I did various projects, and they're not sending them to me, so I just have to find them online and then try to license them.
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I rip them all the time. They never give it to me.
Yeah, there's just they don't, and obviously if you're in real projects that are real movies that you can get on Amazon, but if you're doing, I mean, come on, I mean, what are the shitty gigs I've done? I mean, everything from playing a rehab patient to playing a nurse in a hospital.
I don't think you were playing a patient. I think that was.
It was like Shutter Island. Thanks for that. So I was getting paid $150 a day, but it turns out I was actually being billed $3,500.
Yeah.
This episode of Unnecessary Talk is brought to you by Blue Diamond Almonds Smokehouse. Get your 2-pound bag at Costco and other places that sell the 2-pound bag. Hashtag Blue Diamond. In fact, hey.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Tim Hall, I want you to at them and tag it where it is, okay? Now listen, they did not approve any sort of sponsorship, and one might say that even hinting that they have any part of this could be, there's another piece of carrot, quite liable. But just so you know, they're a fine brand, and I love them. In fact, I love Blue Diamond Phillips so much, all right, that I get the giant bag. Hey, look at it. Look at that smokehouse.
That's so good.
That is a tasty flavor. I've had it.
It is good.
It's mesquite.
Yes, but you want to know what? It has just it gives you a little like southern flair, like masculinity, but being an all gendered
Like your grandpa's smoking.
legume associate. Come on, send us $15 and I'll divide it evenly, $5 a piece. Don't you guys love? Son of a bitch, we
Oh, good.
Look what you made him do.
Oh, you hear about the Bed Bath & Beyond guy who said that's enough of this?
Oh yeah, he's out.
Beyond.
I think the CFO, he jumped off his skyscraper in New York City because the stock is taken.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll do it. I mean, that's a guy who like feels bad about. Or was he murdered? Is he now in the
Gotta follow
beyond?
the money.
Well,
Bed Bath Murder and Beyond. Come on, 2020.
yeah, it's true though. It's like financial losses and things that are shameful can be like a death. Like people can't take it. That's why during the Great Depression, like Black Tuesday or whatever, like everybody was jumping out their window. People can't realize that their problems they think that they're forever. Like people who are optimistic think it's temporary, so they're like, I can bounce back. But some people are like, I'll never bounce back.
From this pavement.
Exactly. Hey-o.
Yeah. Well, the Bernie Madoff's kid, he offed himself. He was like, he got his life was ruined too, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yes, but he didn't do it. It's like he could have overcome.
Or was he murdered?
Like Epstein.
Name.
I hope there were suspenseful music cues in both of those.
Oh.
And now the need to work in a third one. I'm helping my father with my mother with some of my father's accounts, and he actually bought crypto. He bought a part of a Bitcoin or whatever.
Well, he thought it was crypto night.
Right, he was like open. So I had to go in and I had to sell various things and whatever is legal. What's the point of this? I already lost it. God damn it! Who cares?
Helping out your mom.
I'm so bored by my own stories. Oh, but he had the crypto. Oh, and then I said he's down a little bit to my mother, and she's like, "Well, that's okay. He only put in a little bit of money." So then she said the amount of money, and then I looked at the transaction history, and I was like, "Oh, he totally in his 90s was like." We're gonna bend a little bit of the truth. So
so he put more in.
yeah. He put in 5 times the amount of which he told my mother he did. Now,
That's a lot more.
that's like 50 years of marriage. You're like, I'm gonna tell her I'm doing it, but she doesn't need to know. She's like, oh, that's fine. It's not that much. I felt bad.
Take it back in quantity.
It's all good. Various things, and then. So I'm helping my mother close all of these accounts and PayPal balances and all that. So I call the bank, and allegedly one might pretend there's someone else to do transactions with the information just to get the transactions done. So one might be going through various banks and saying, "Hi, I'd like to close this and that," allegedly, right? Whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, the last one they were like, says here that you're deceased. And I said, well, you got me there. And I was like, I'll have my mother call you back. I guess Social Security notifies all of the banks, so that all of a sudden, at once, everyone's
Everybody
like,
knows.
you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Various things.
Oh yeah, because people did that a lot back in the day, so they had to make it like they'd be like, yeah, like you ran up this huge bill, but like you've been dead for 2 years.
Yeah, that's not good. But we have to close it all down, and I did the close down his eBay and all the stuff, and it was
Very active.
yes, he had quite a number. He had like 1,400. That's a pretty good number of sales.
Oh yeah.
If you're into eBay
he was
transactions.
was he at 98%?
He was selling
100%.
used panties.
He was surprisingly. I didn't have the heart to tell my mother. Wait,
I made at least 1,300 transactions to that eBay account.
I guess you can buy women's panties
Yes,
online,
yes.
but you don't
Hell
know if
yeah.
they're women's. I heard there's just a guy rubbing them on his ass, and then he puts them in there.
You know what?
That's-
It's about the
That's
fantasy.
unpleasant.
Yeah, but I would want to see the woman or man.
They can
Rub,
Photoshop that picture. And
no, but live, right? Don't you tip these whores tokens or something?
you do.
Don't you you're like, oh, you want to be a dental hygienist? Like, here's 12 tokens. I don't know how it works.
Chatterbait.
You had-
Jam soda.
Chatterbait.
I've never watched it.
You know what? Tim Hall, can we? No, not Chatterbait. What am I thinking of? Chatterbait. I know. I have a friend who's not Chatterbait.
Chatterbait, Cam Soda. Come on, Tim. You know a couple. You see the
No,
ad.
but what's the regular one? The non-sexual one there.
Oh.
Christian Mingle?
Oh.
Farmers only.
Yeah.
Do you like corn? Can you believe
you
that Americans
like
wiped
corn?
their ass with corn until like 1800, 1850 or something?
Corn husk?
The
Ooh.
husk or the
Yeah.
corn itself?
The actual, I think they just ram it up their ass until their whole rectum was cleaned out.
Give them a ring. Dinky, 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 dinky.
Oh, Jesus.
Woo, somebody popping corn? I'm going to the movies.
Gross.
I had fresh corn when I was in New York. Fresh corn, fresh peaches or nectarines. I tell you,
Ooh.
they do make that. When you actually have a piece of fresh fruit from a farm, you're like, holy shit, it's not
Yeah, it's good stuff.
sprayed with a wax sealant and
It's probably ripe.
it's ripe or will get ripe.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. I can taste the difference, like from farmer's market, for
Yeah.
sure. They're like redder and like have you seen the pink tomatoes? Like at the store where they gas them, but they're not
I
really
thought that
red.
was over last month.
Oh, they gas them so they turn, like they force them to ripen.
Yeah, like you know, you cut a tomato and like the inside's kind of white. Like that is not fully ripe.
I agree.
Yeah, like a beefsteak. You should have that little green top root. If you have like little vines, that's even better. That's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little on the vine. Yeah,
Yeah, on the vine.
I picked up a few of those, but now I use a canned San Marzano.
Cans. San Marzanos.
Yeah,
Hey, Marzan. Hey,
for
Kumba.
the pizza.
I like it when you dance the rumba.
Or did you murder that tomato?
Oh, perfect.
I got it in! TikTok's coming at you!
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
Okay. Here's my top 5.
Now, this guy's a shoe-in for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like,
It was Rocksteady or Bebop, whichever one looked like a fucking hot mess.
or just, Thug number 7.
You don't start out this way, though, right?
Oh, he took his ear off.
Like RoboCop.
Huh.
Does he live under the sewer?
Dude, how unhappy.
He looks like a lizard sewer person.
So, I got to tell you, yeah, that was a bad. Those were a series of bad choices. But you take your ear off, you don't have that
What?
that funnel. You know.
What is that?
What?
Exactly.
What? Pardon?
Yeah. He's got to look at you like this. He's like, "What?"
Tell me over here.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad
I don't know.
idea.
And what doctor would do that?
That's
like
the double
in good
Van
conscience?
Gogh. Jeez.
What doctor would do it?
Maybe he did it himself. Maybe he's on methamphetamines there, and he's cutting his dick off and nose off, and
Oh, we didn't see all that.
the bits off.
you're just not my sort of fella. I'm sure you're cool, but you're just not my sort of fella.
Maybe he already was deformed, so he just went more with it.
Maybe he's got a great smile.
Maybe he was in Afghanistan and lost both ears and the nose and said, "You want to know what? I'm going to ask him. I'm just going to round it out with some horns drilled into my fucking skull."
Oh, hell no. You got to know when to quit. You got to know when to hold
Now,
them.
what do you think that person does for a living? Do you think they're independently wealthy?
I
Or they're
definitely don't think it's a bank teller.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Would
Wells
you like
Fargo.
that in denominations of 5,
Yeah.
10?
I just you in a savings account.
I'm not saying I wouldn't kiss him, but I'm not saying I would either.
Silly salmon, bud.
Oh, that's a
How did they
hard.
not know how shallow it was?
Well, a little something called due diligence, people. You're going to want to check
Research.
the depth. Yeah.
It definitely looked much deeper, though. Wow. That's a fake.
It's a good day to skate. Y'all ready?
That's two in a row.
Broom there. Why
two in a
was there
row.
a broom in the middle of the fucking rolling?
Oh,
Tim, you look like a guy who tried to skateboard once.
I was gonna say, Tim,
Well,
you
listening to
skateboarded
it.
at one
I
time. in life.
skateboarded for a long time when I was young. I did it for was that 80s. In the 80s, I started, and I did it up
Oh,
until
man.
when I left halfway through college. So it was a long time, over 10 years.
Did you have
for sure.
long? Did you have a long board or a short board?
Oh, a shortboard. I was
Hey, what,
doing
you some
nothing.
asshole with a
longboard.
long board?
Yeah,
What is this, Venice Beach?
yeah, I was doing tricks.
You were doing
Kickflip.
tricks. You were
Heel flip.
in the local regional branch of a New Hampshire-based bank.
Yeah,
One thing to do
that
tricks
is
is another to
correct.
turn tricks.
It was the parking lot of the
What's
bank.
turning tricks? I was a skateboarder.
I run the license since you don't have it with you. Came back suspended, and now I'm waiting to see if you have warrants through Woods County. And
so bad.
where do you think I was going? Huh?
It's my fucking birthday.
If they don't end up extraditing you for the warrants, I'm just gonna cite and release you. You just need to call you a ride.
Nobody's gonna come get me right now in the poop. You just let me go. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was. I won't drive no more, but can I please go home and go poop?
If I can get you to step out of the vehicle for me.
You're gonna arrest me.
You're under arrest, yep.
Are you kidding me? Why?
You have warrants through Woods County and they're coming to get you.
No, they're not.
Ma'am.
Look at that. Sorry. Get out of pooping your car.
You could have already been on your way to jail.
Yeah, not pooping.
Get in the car.
You know,
Did she say she first started? I got to poop, but then she also said it's her birthday.
yes.
Yes,
That's good.
all those things.
You
We
got.
all know what that means.
Yeah.
Someone's had a powerful night taking antihistamines.
Yeah, it was just not her day.
Oh,
Fuck you!
en español, por favor.
Don't call women crazy, fucker! You're crazy! Look, you little shit!
You fucking old bitch! Driving a car like that, asshole! You're not happy, man. You're an old fart! You're too old to be driving a car like that. It's too big for you.
I'm in disbelief.
Pecker? Yeah, I bet you are. You look and you drive like it. You drive like it, you little tiny pecker.
This is
so you
original.
need that. That's your...
I'd like to thank the good people at Home Depot. Another
Why do they
unofficial.
always name Karen? Why do they always call her?
Oh, I told you about on the plane back how the one Karen was yelling at the other Karen. Did I
There
tell
was
you
a
this?
double Karen thing? They were trying to
there's a double
other?
Karen. When I was getting off, so like that guy who's broken behind his eyes with a shopping cart in the full with a baby through an airport. What's his name? A stroller. Well, they put the stroller up on the. You have to check it, right? You bring the baby down, you check the stroller, they bring it back. While we're waiting for the bags, this woman started like yelling at a baggage handler for taking too long, and that's why she's missing her flight. And then she was standing here, and then another woman was behind me, and then there was this flight attendant here, and I'm just trying to like put together this thing, and then she starts yelling at her, and then this one's like, "Don't be such a Karen." And then she's like, "I don't even know what this means." And meanwhile, I'm just in the center like a comedy sketch trying to figure out. They're all yelling through me. She's like, "There's an act of God. You can't yell at him that way. Don't be such a Karen." I don't even know what that means. I was just like, get this together. I wanted to leave. It means she thinks you're being a vile twat. Good day.
Yeah. Let me translate for you.
111, what a beautiful day to go outside.
Apparently,
Why would you do that though? What was he trying to attempt?
who would have thought a woman of her girth
Immensity.
possibly smash through a plywood table made of Chinese laminate?
Yeah.
Have you broken something with your fat ass though and been embarrassed? Because I have. I jumped on a bench like outside. I wouldn't want to just collapse underneath me.
Did it make a sound like?
It did, and I hurt my leg. It was the whole thing, and I had to like limp quickly away from my
Embarrassment before you got charged by the Parks and Rec department.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what the fuck this is.
It's soccer. It's big.
What is this
all over the world.
wording at the bottom?
It's amateur.
Amateur editing video?
Video editing? I don't know what this is.
print?
Oh,
Oh my god! Nailed it! The landing, buddy.
so that was
Real?
fake?
That had to be
That was not a
right?
commercial flight, I'll tell you that.
Because
I think it was Spirit. I think that's how they land normally.
that is true. Yeah,
true.
yeah. Coming in for a landing.
So that was fake. Oh, that's no fun. I thought that was real. When
I don't
saved
know.
it.
It seemed like
In the cheap seats, you gotta flap your arms just to keep the plane
it was a
afloat.
good fake. I was convinced.
You said it was fake? It didn't
don't
look
know.
fake.
Oh, it didn't look fake. Okay, I wasn't
It did
sure.
not look fake.
Do we need?
Did we roll it
do
again to confirm? I think it was not fake.
You got to look at where the people are. See what's happening.
Someone falls down.
That looks real.
Yeah, the flame.
But
The flame looked Hollywood flame.
And the reaction, the people weren't like, they were like, and they, it was like a
Fake.
admin.
Fake news.
You're out of here. Yeah.
Trumpsters.
It still was interesting.
Let's wrap it up. I'm out of booze. Let's go. Come on.
You got it, sir.
Oh, and the closer. Now, fellas, just enjoy this and just know that
I do a little work on the side.
this is what the show is all about. This is someone getting something removed from their rectum.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Ah. Oh, you know what? I just had a pickle. I mean, sorry.
That's an English cucumber, by the way.
That's an English cucumber.
Yeah,
It's
everyone.
it's a hothouse.
Because it's definitely a little bit thinner than. And that's also a fruit. We talked about bisexual fruits, tomatoes at one point. Cucumber is also a fruit. Which is why you see them in the Mexican fruit stand. I told you about what's up my butt. You know about the Buzz Lightyear. Cucumber is like amateur hour. Everyone's done a cucumber or a purple carrot, by the way.
Everyone, you say?
Have you tested the carrots, by the way, how you put a condom on the carrot with your mouth? Oh,
No.
you probably could see. People do it. Google it.
Oh, okay. I got a lot of Googling to do, don't I?
Good old Google, your best friend with all your secrets.
Remember that time I let all the air out of the bag?
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm Brian Sturges. And we're going to see you next Tuesday.
So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Blood.
Comes to a thing like this, they don't fool around.